I'm Bill Heran, the author of The Missing Piece. Thank you for joining me today for this reading of March 24th. March 24th. The topic of today is confirmation bias, and the quote is from Myra Kassam. In the absence of information, we jump to the worst conclusions, by Myra Kassam. Have you ever jumped to a conclusion? The restless mind will manipulate your thoughts and desires to appear true and seek confirmation through life events. Interpretations of perceptions and social interactions will conveniently coincide with those fabricated thoughts and beliefs, confirming them and fanning the flame of conflict and discontent. The obvious dysfunction here is that the mind creates the initial thought. For example, she doesn't like me. Then, when she fails to immediately respond to your text, the mind sends new thought messaging. See, she's now avoiding me because she doesn't like me. Your restless mind is confirming its own constructed perception, which often is not true. We also reject facts if they don't support our beliefs or biases. Therefore, we become trapped by our own unchecked perceptions in a state of wishful thinking. With confirmation bias, we often avoid seeking more evidence or facts that instead stay with our initial thoughts and opinions, which often are distorted, static, problematic, and misattributed. At the gym, there are multiple television monitors with various channels for entertainment. I usually pick the television that plays the news, network that is aligned with my beliefs and values. From time to time, I may switch the station to another news network that does not reflect my bias. I may watch it for a few minutes and then switch back to the form of news entertainment I prefer. The one that confirms my bias. I notice my preference and realize I am bringing a certain perspective on the news uh, the network chooses to cover. There is nothing inherently wrong with preference, of course, just as long as it doesn't become a wedge between you and others or you and reality. Jerome Groupman, in his book How Doctors Think, writes about availability bias and how a physician may jump to a diagnosis without testing their partiality, which may disconfirm their diagnostic impressions of a sick patient. A physician should avoid importing bias in their practice to minimize medical errors. One way to decrease confirmation bias in medicine and in our lives is to cultivate awareness of inductive reasoning, the ability to generalize based on experiences, observations, and facts, true and false. So the questions for today is, am I aware of my biases? Am I open to truly listening to other people and their preferences that may not be mine? Can I allow my life experiences and awareness to shift my biases? So, thank you for joining me today with the reading, and I look forward to you joining me in future readings of The Missing Piece. Have a good day.